Hello Aquarius, Elsie here to do a reading for you, friends. It is for the week ahead. How you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for showing up here, Aquas. And let's find out what's going on for you, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Look at the end of this video. I'll tell you about how to find a private read if any of this resonates with you and you want a reading for your own energy. I'll also tell you about how to find the extended. So let's find out what's going on for you in this 9-card draw. Tell me about Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. We've got, Page of Cups. Surprise. Feels like there's something here you may not quite be expecting. Nope, you are not. You're not expecting something to go down here. The moon energy is here and things are not as they seem. So it does feel like the Page of Cups here. It does feel like there is something here that could possibly surprise you. It could be somebody gives you an apology. It could be that. But it feels like it's emotional, whatever it is, because we got the Page of Cups and then we got the moon that is water, right? The moon is emotional. So it is Pisces Cancer energy. So it feels like it is something that is going to pop up unannounced. And it feels like it may, I don't think you're a fan of it's going to make you connect to your emotions, I'm just going to say, or it's going to try really hard. We have the Three of Wands coming in the future. Now, this reading is for the week ahead, but listen, when the Three of Wands comes up, I can't ignore that maybe it's coming in the next 3 weeks or so. To me, Wands are weeks, and the Page of Cups is a month, but it does feel closer. I'm going to say it does feel closer. So it is coming from sometime in June, it feels like here, but it could be the week ahead for some of you. Tell me more about Aquarius. We've got the Knight of Swords. It does feel like somebody is about to apologize. Somebody here is about to say something really quickly that you're not expecting it, and it does feel that it's sort of I'm going to say that when for me as a reader, as an energy reader, when the water is next to the swords, because swords are communication, connection, and whatever you say, it feels like this Gemini energy is quick, like Gemini is just going to say it, usually without really thinking it over much, and the Page of Cups is softening of this blow. It's something that is going to surprise you, but you can see the energy that I'm feeling off of this, right? It feels like somebody's asking for for you to forgive them, possibly, Aquarius. It feels like, please just forgive me. I feel like this is probably coming from somebody is the last person in your life you'd expect it from. And I feel like it's in the near future for someone here. We've got the Two of Swords. It is somebody that you've possibly blocked, or maybe you've just blocked them out. It doesn't have to be, it could definitely be that you've blocked them somewhere on social media or everywhere on social media, but it feels like this person isn't a person that usually apologizes, Aquarius. It feels like they want to get back in the good books. This is somebody who I feel has, that's what I think you don't see. That's what the moon energy is. It feels like things are not as they seem, that somebody has, it's not like they haven't talked to you or apologized to you because they've blocked you. It's because they feel blocked emotionally, I would say, because the Two of Swords is always, I'm trying to protect my heart, but my intuition is saying to me, you've got to say something. Tell me more. We've got the World card here. So I'm going to say that it feels like something here is coming to an end, but understand that I think it's an old chapter. So it's a chapter of silence, or maybe you stop talking to someone and maybe this is the end of that. It feels like it's coming up pretty quickly in the future. It's the end of the block. It's the end of the silence. It feels like somebody's going to break the silence because the World card is here. Also, don't forget that at the end of the month on the 30th, we do have a full moon. We have a blue moon, and look what's here. There is a blue moon. I feel like this whole situation is like once in a blue moon. Tell me more. We could be talking about someone who is maybe a Cancer or another air sign. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. This is sort of giving me a flag because I'm an energy reader, and to me the World card is the end of something that took a very long time to happen. Somebody here has been in stubborn energy or has been thinking about it for a really long time before they just go ahead and say it. I'm going to say that they don't plan to say it when they see you, because it feels like a bump in or something. Won't be surprised if we see the Tower here. We have the Page of Wands. So it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable energy. So I'm going to say, if you already have in mind the person that I'm talking about, this person is going to give you unpredictable words. And they're probably going to ask you for forgiveness of something. Tell me more. We have the Hermit energy. It's somebody you have not been speaking to. There's been a lot of silence here, but I think that somebody is suffering from a block, as I said, a block in intuition, it feels like. Somebody here is so worried about getting hurt that that's why they have not come out of the silence to say something here. They don't think you're going to accept their apology, is what I want to say. And then we have the Four of Swords. It's time. Look, we've got the timepiece on here. I don't see that energy from any other Four of Swords except this one in this particular deck. This is the Tarot of the Night. So we have the Four of Swords. It does feel like somebody here wants to heal something. Somebody is closing the chapter on an energy of being blocked. It almost feels like somebody is on the apology tour. You know what I mean? Somebody who's maybe had an awakening. Possibly. The World card and the Moon is here. Possibly had an awakening. They have had a realization that they have been the one that's been blocked, that it hasn't been everybody else that's the problem, that they're the ones that are not listening to their intuition or can't get past the Two of Swords. This feels like this is going to be a very emotional time, which, like I said, I don't think you're going to be a total fan of. But this person is really coming to you with a heavy heart. Someone who is like, you can see this person is kneeling, right? It's like, really, I hope that you'll forgive me for the thing that I've done. And I don't think you're expecting it, because this Page of Wands is unexpected. Now, that being said, I don't see anything here that says that you will see somebody face to face. So it might come by wands for me are communication through email or text or something like that. It feels like it's something that you're not expecting. It doesn't feel like it's face-to-face, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to put down 2 cards here and see what else is going on under the surface that you might not see, because the Moon energy is here. We've got the Three of Cups. This person might contact you and say, look, I'm really sorry that things ended up the way that they did. I've really been thinking about it, right? Really, I found that the problem was probably within me and not within you, Aquarius. And I'd really like to talk about that. It feels like someone really wants to talk about it here. That they've been healing for a while, and they're in a new cycle of time, which is allowing them to be in a more positive energy. So I feel the Three of Cups tells me a reunion might be on the table. And we do have the Magician in the reverse. Oh no, I don't like when I see the Magician in the reverse. This was all going so well until the Magician in the reverse showed their face. To me, the Magician in the reverse is manipulation. So please make sure that this person isn't going to try and manipulate you emotionally. Now, that being said, not all of you are the same Aquarius, right? I always tell you guys, you got to have your moon and your rising to know what kind of Aquarius you are. But it feels like I am talking to someone who doesn't necessarily feel like they want to get into the emotional part of it, but that you will detect a bullshitter, right? You have a sharp bullshit detector. And I think that you will automatically know if this person is trying to manipulate your emotions. Just be careful. That might be why they want to see you or have a reunion with you, like see you face to face. The Three of Cups tells me that somebody does want to see you face to face. Tell me what you can't see, what's going on with the Moon energy, because things are not as they seem at this time. The center of the reading, the 9-card reading, is the heart of the matter. So it feels like why this reading is taking place is because something here has been blocked that needs to be unblocked. I think the World card is going to unblock it. Let's talk about the Moon energy here. This could be around the full moon energy, blue moon, right? That's going to be on the 30th. We've got the Six of Pentacles. It feels like it is with somebody that you've had reciprocal energy with, somebody who's been very practical in your life, someone that you would see probably on a semi-regular basis. This person is willing now to give to you something that you gave to them. I said I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Tower, and here it is, right? And look at all the cards that are still available here. Look, there's 78 in the deck, and for the Tower to come out as I called it out is really interesting. So I feel like there's going to be a shift in this Moon energy. So it feels like around the moon, like the moon, and then we got the moon behind the Tower. It feels like there is going to be a shift in emotions, or a shift in something that you're not expecting, because the Page of Cups and the Tower are here. And it feels like it is with somebody that is somebody that you would have considered to be in your group of friends, people that you usually have reciprocal energy with, someone that there was an ending with. So it does feel like this person has had a shift or a change of mind. It feels like they've had a change of how they feel about the situation. So if you were in a situation where you had all the details and somebody was calling you a liar, it feels like somebody now feels as though that they can be more practical in the way that they speak with you and give you reciprocal energy. It feels like there was maybe fundamental differences about something. And I feel like you had the details, they challenged you on the details, and it feels like you're like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Look, as I'm looking at this underneath the surface, what you can't see, I feel like they are going to ask you to meet them somewhere. But it also feels like they're maybe, it feels like I'm just going to say that they're maybe meeting you because they're trying to see if what they said to you was anything that resonated with you. So they want to really know if they have to concede and say I was completely wrong, or if you're on their side. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. What is this person going to say? We have the Ace of Wands. It feels like somebody here is taking action to move forward. Nine Wands and Ace of Wands is 10. This person feels very burdened about what is going on between you. It feels like they want to unburden themselves. The Six of Cups is here. This is somebody who could be a family member. They could be someone that you've dated in the past. It could be someone that you broke up with. It feels like with the Six of Cups, it could be a soulmate friend as well. And it feels like somebody here is remembering you nostalgically, all the good times you had, the good conversations you had. And this person wants to just release this burden, this emotional burden that they've been carrying around about not speaking with you. Tell me why the World card is here. We've got the Chariot. More moons. There are a lot of moons in this deck. Oh, very interesting. The Angel of the Night card shows up. Now, that particular card is only in this deck, the Angel of the Night deck. When the Angel of the Night shows up, the Angel of the Night is someone who can confirm that there's been an ending to the dark night of the soul, and that the worst part of it has actually passed, and now it's time for us to heal. So I feel like all these moons showing up are saying maybe it's time to release it. It's time to move forward and get some sort of victory because somebody has disciplined how they feel about something. All this moon energy is emotional, right? So somebody here wants to close the door to the relationship they had with you before, and this person wants to have victory or success with you in some sort of they want to discipline their emotions. Maybe you said to them, look, do you always have to be so overly emotional when we talk about things? Can you not just discuss things like literally? Can't you just discuss the point of interest and can we just have a conversation without getting our tears involved? Like, it feels like somebody here is finally, I think that they were really pissed off with you about that, but it feels like somebody here has finally realized that the reason that they had a block going on because they were going through a dark night of the soul. I'm going to say, it feels like you should have a little bit of mercy on them because I think this is taking everything that they have. I feel like they're trying to be really brave. They've had to be really brave as they went through the hardest part of their life. And I think that whatever happened between you and them happened in a time when they were going through a dark place in their life. But I feel like now they're feeling a little braver, wanting to let go of this block, and they've had time to think things over in the silence. Somebody here has found their light. So it does feel like there has been some sort of an awakening with the World card and the Hermit. Somebody is healed here with the Four of Swords. Tell me about the Hermit. What did this person figure out in the Hermit energy? I feel like somebody has gone through a glow up. So don't be surprised if they don't look the same, speak the same, or feel the same that they did before. They're far more confident. I feel like this person's probably had a glow up. They might be someone who left their job, started a business. It feels like they've been through a lot of change in their life. The Five of Pentacles, while they have been on the outside looking in of your life. So while there has been, look, there's another circular here. Yeah, I don't think it's a moon, but it's another circle. It feels like that something here is coming full circle, I'm going to say. The Five of Pentacles tells me that this person no longer wants to be on the outside looking in. They're confident enough to come to you and speak to you about something here. But I'm just going to say they still are quite emotional. I'm going to say that the Queen of Cups is telling me that they have kind feelings toward you, kind, compassionate. It feels like they're hoping that you're going to be a little more feeling about the situation than you were the last time they saw you. I'm going to say it's kind of unpredictable at this point, though. It feels like they're coming in with confidence, but it also feels like they're confident enough that if you tell them to go away, that they're going to be okay with it. So I don't think they're a person who's going to kick up a fuss if you say, look, I think we still have these fundamental differences. I don't think that we're on the same page. I feel like this person is then going to flip into their emotions to try and manipulate you, or this is celebration, right? So they could be like, but remember the good times, Aquarius, remember, like, we've been such good friends. Like, it does feel a little bit manipulative, I'm just gonna say. We got the Empress. So this person definitely is somebody who has grown to be very independent. This is someone who's now into taking risks. So I feel like that's why they're probably going to surprise you with a text message and say, look, I know it's been a while since we saw each other and that we didn't have such a great parting. But the Empress is really brave, because the Empress doesn't really need anybody. Like, the Empress doesn't need you, is what I'm saying. So this person is not coming in to rekindle a relationship. They're coming in to settle something. The World card is getting some sort of resolution. Can we just close the door? This person, I feel it's been weighing heavy on them, because it feels like you two had a very special connection. So it was either soulmate friends, could be someone in your family, or somebody that you dated, someone that you had a relationship with back there. It feels like this person now doesn't need you. Like, they're not coming in to ask you to come back into a relationship. It feels like they're coming back in to resolve something, or to show you that they are emotionally intelligent now. That maybe that they're not into manipulating with emotions, but they might manipulate you with the Six of Cups, right? They might manipulate you with the, hey, remember the good times we had? They might manipulate you with that. Anyways, we're going to go into the extended, and if you want to be there, then please look into the extended link is in the pinned comment. If you're interested in looking at this extended, it goes into the membership area. If you're interested in a private read based on this, if this is something that you're experiencing, please click on the link to Hypsee. You will be able to get your pricings and packages there if you're interested in that. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, because I'm always back. And if you're in the extended, I'll see you there. And if not, I'll see you back here. Take care. Thanks, Aquarius. Bye-bye.